Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1615.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to do a rewind of Chapter 1 of my book, 3 Steps to Quantum Wealth, The Wealth Heiress's Guide to Financial Freedom by Investing in Cryptocurrencies. Section 1. You can create wealth with digital assets faster and easier than ever. The financial industry is transforming to a digital economy, and we see digital assets as one of the most significant forces impacting our industry over the next 5 years. That's a quote from Ron O'Hanley, Chair and CEO of State Street Corporation, with $40 trillion of assets under custody. Chapter 1. Building Wealth in the Quantum Age. Digital assets will be the definitive wealth-building technology in the quantum age as much as personal computers, software, and the internet were in the last 39 years. The quantum age is what I call the next technological revolution that humanity is about to experience. It is bigger than just one new technology like the internet and much broader in scope. We are about to see a technological leap encompassing transportation, healthcare, energy, technology, communications, and finance. You will recognize it by noticing new inventions such as electric vehicles, robotics, flying cars, high-speed trains, consumer space travel, green energy, virtual reality, genomics, quantum computers, decentralized finance, blockchain, and digital assets, including cryptocurrencies. Some people call this technological age Web 3.0 or the fourth industrial revolution, but it involves much broader advances in technology than just on the web. It is not just an industrial revolution. It is also a financial revolution that some people call financial technology or fintech. As you will see, leaps in technology cause massive wealth creation. My intention is to help you understand what is happening and know how to invest for financial freedom, so you can benefit from it instead of missing out or perhaps only realizing the amazing wealth creation happening in hindsight. Technology and wealth creation. Looking forward and trying to predict the future can be difficult, but we can use our experience in the past to help us. During our lifetimes, massive wealth has been created every time technology takes a leap. Let's review the last 30 years to understand how wealth exploded when computers and the internet came on the scene, and these major new technologies created incredible investing opportunities. For example, as an investor, you might have missed the wealth-building significance of IBM inventors Mark Dean and Philip Don Estrange, whose research team invented a computer that IBM released for sale in August of 1981, which rapidly grew to $15 billion in sales. In the next decades, Apple, Hewlett-Packard, Dell, and other tech companies made billions of dollars creating personal computers, PCs. After starting his laptop business in his college dorm room, Michael Dell made a $40 billion fortune. In 1985, Microsoft introduced a PC operating system and software that eventually made it the most valuable company in the world, minting 12,000 millionaires and 3 billionaires along the way. New technology creates massive wealth. Researchers introduced the internet in the 1960s and 70s, but it was scientist Tim Berners-Lee who created the World Wide Web protocol in 1989 that enabled email, instant messaging, video chat, discussion forums, social media, and online shopping. In 1994, Amazon created an online shopping website for books, then expanded into other areas and created $1 trillion of wealth in a shopping category that didn't exist before. Along the same line, although small-scale electric cars have been around since the 1800s, it was Elon Musk who created a quantum-age luxury electric vehicle and in 2021 became the wealthiest person on the planet, with a $197 billion net worth and Tesla stock valued at $773 billion. You can see how each time a new category of technology is invented, it is a massive new wealth creation opportunity. Yet you might not hear about it or consider investing in it until years later. Or you may have missed out on the opportunity altogether and been kicking yourself. Or you have a friend who became rich investing in a new technology, even though they can't find their way out of a paper bag. It is only obvious to the masses in hindsight. While technology booms happen, the press is often downplaying the trend. Yet it is undeniable that massive wealth is created when new technology is invented that advances us to the next level of modernization. Somewhat quietly, trillions of dollars of new market value in technology companies and cryptocurrencies are underway, but you might have only heard about Bitcoin, which, as you will learn, is not a technology I would invest in. More about that later. New technology, and especially new categories of technology, creates trillions of dollars worth of wealth. Yet even though we might use this technology, we can miss out as investors. How much could your investment portfolio have benefited from technologies you probably use but might not have known to invest in? If you used AOL, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Apple, and Amazon and did not invest in them, it is not your fault. No one told you how big these companies were going to get and how much wealth they would create. If you missed some of these amazing investment opportunities, though, it is not too late, because an even better investing opportunity is on the horizon, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Large amounts of money are flowing into cryptocurrencies. Early internet and crypto entrepreneurs, the Winklevoss twins, received money after settling a Facebook lawsuit for $65 million and parlayed it into Bitcoin to become the first crypto billionaires in 2017, and today are worth $3 billion each. In 2021, 9 new billionaires who made their wealth in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies were added to the Forbes list of billionaires, with another 4 returning from the previous year. We are starting to hear about large institutions investing in cryptocurrencies. Square, MicroStrategy, and Tesla are putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Cathie Wood added cryptos worth $820 million to her ARK Innovation Fund. The nation's oldest bank, BNY Mellon, is building crypto products to invest in. More than 80 central banks are reportedly studying and testing central bank digital currencies. Germany just passed a law that institutional funds such as pension funds and insurers, currently managing over $2 trillion, can hold up to 20% in cryptocurrencies. But even with all this happening, the wave of money investing in cryptocurrencies is still in its infancy. Taking advantage of opportunity. The cryptocurrency market has grown to $2 trillion alone and could be headed to $10 trillion and probably much more in a few years. While this is underway, no one tapped you on the shoulder, took you by the hand, and said, "Pay attention and invest in this. It will create wealth for you." Until now. From the single mother who got divorced and started with almost nothing and was able to grow it into a 6-figure nest egg by investing in cryptocurrency, to the young man who lived at home and became a multimillionaire by buying a cryptocurrency on his phone app because Elon Musk tweeted about it, to the teenager who invested her stimulus check into crypto and made a cool $500,000, the stories are incredible, unlike anything I have ever experienced with investing. Some people seem to be lucky to find wealth. For others, it is very hard. We've all been told we have to work hard and that only through hard work will we succeed. You might think you have to work at a job, put in long hours, and be exhausted to earn a living. If you are financially successful, you can save enough for a down payment on a home and buy a car, but then you have to go to your job every day to pay the mortgage and car loan. You are tied to a job and maybe even a career for the money so you can pay your bills, take care of yourself and your family, and have a nice life. It may not be work you enjoy doing. Do you have a choice? It doesn't feel like you do. This is why so many people crave financial freedom, so they don't have to get a job they hate, work for a boss they loathe, and spend their life chained to a reality they didn't feel like they chose. However, please understand, if you invest well, it can change all of that and bring you financial freedom. This is not only because you can make a lot of money with cryptocurrencies, but also because fintech is changing the very definition of money and banking. In the future, cryptocurrencies will give you opportunities for multiple streams of passive income, such as the opportunity to be your own bank and earn interest on loans to others. The new technology interest rates you can earn with cryptocurrencies today aren't what you are offered on a savings account in a bank, about 0.5%, but rather 4% APY, annual percentage yield. Even earning 10% APY rates are possible today without taking a lot of risk. Although the topic of all the emerging technologies in the quantum age is intriguing, For our purposes, we will focus mostly on cryptocurrencies, virtual currencies that have value and can be exchanged for value, decentralized finance, no central bank or financial company in charge, and blockchain, a computerized record of transactions. I have selected these areas because they are easy to invest in, require a small amount of capital, and are compounding at the highest rates I have ever seen as an investor. Let's start by defining cryptocurrency in the context of blockchain and decentralized finance. Quote, a cryptocurrency or cryptocurrency is a digital currency that works as a medium of exchange on distributed ledger technology, typically a blockchain, which gives each transaction a unique and unhackable record. It is nearly impossible to counterfeit or double spend. It is not centrally controlled like our paper currency is today. It is decentralized and in limited supply, where the amount in existence can only be changed by a vote of the holders of the cryptocurrency. It does not exist in physical form, only on computers or phones. It is an enormous change and benefit that cryptocurrencies use decentralized control as opposed to centralized digital currency and central banking systems, end quote. And that's from Wikipedia. Closing the wealth gap. Consider this the most important book about how to make and keep wealth that you've ever read. I can say that with confidence because I know where we've been and where we're going. We've been living in a world with stock indexes that average about 8 to 10% annually, and now we are going to a world of parabolic growth of new technologies that I believe will grow at much faster rates. That means you will be able to compound your money at higher rates than ever before, dramatically shortening the time it takes to build wealth. If you pay attention, you will learn how to grow what you have into 6 or 7 figures and beyond, and how some people have the opportunity to grow money into 8 or 9 figures. I will show you it is possible to cut as much as a decade off of the time it takes to reach your financial goals. You are about to learn something that only a small handful of high net worth investors who have researched and invested in future technology know. They understand how our world is about to change in the most profound way because we are entering the quantum age. They are not going to tell you exactly how and where to invest to benefit from this knowledge, but I will. The Queen of Compounding speaks. As a wealth mentor and self-proclaimed Queen of Compounding, I identify where compounding rates may be the highest, so you know the best places to invest your money. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't invest your money for you. Rather, I show you where you may be able to compound your money at the highest rate for the longest period possible. How do I do that? By identifying trends of high long-term growth rates. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. That would be like buying a lottery ticket and getting rich overnight. No, it is not that quick, but I will show you how you may compound your money at potentially higher rates that may grow your wealth and get you to financial freedom faster than your current path. I will show you what and how much to incorporate into a traditional investment portfolio. You will have enough information to be able to manage money by yourself without paying Wall Street thousands of dollars in fees each year. I will share research with you, but it is up to you to decide if it is something that makes sense for you to invest in given financial circumstances, such as the size of your portfolio, age, and risk tolerance. I'm going to show you what I believe are the cryptocurrencies that have the most potential for wealth building. It is up to you to decide what to do with the information. Ultimately, this is about you and your future wealth. My background is more than 25 years in the investing field. I'm not a technology person, I'm a financial person. The way I describe things may not be technically perfect, so to the tech experts out there, please understand that I'm trying to explain a complicated subject in lay terms to everyday investors, not to tech experts. This is more about getting the investment angle correct than getting the exact tech angle. I'm trying to simplify a complex subject like computer coding without making readers have to learn how to code. I may speak in generalities and skip over something that a tech expert might think is important, but in the grand scheme of investing it may not be, so please allow me some slack if my tech description is not perfect. Rest assured that my investment advice is on point. You will learn my formula for 3 steps to quantum wealth because the potential for wealth building is truly that massive. With cryptocurrencies, the time, or T, in years to invest is dramatically shortened and the compounding rates, C, are incredibly high, which means you need very little money, M, to invest and possibly create exponential wealth. The amount of money already created by these investments is staggering. And you will learn how not to make the same mistakes as most people who acquire a lot of wealth relatively quickly. This is called sudden wealth syndrome, and it results in 70% of people spending, losing, or otherwise being without all of their newfound wealth in about 5 years. To make sure that doesn't happen to you, I will give you 5 steps to maintaining your wealth. Next, I'm going to share more about why cryptocurrencies are like early-stage businesses and how our ability to invest in them early is part of the secret to their high compounding rates of return. The bottom line. This is a remarkable time of opportunity where everyday investors can find financial freedom through the innovations of the quantum age. Now is the time to get started early and act upon your knowledge in the tsunami of wealth coming from innovation. Leap into the quantum age. To take your own leap into this exciting era, open your mind to the possibility of earning much higher rates of return on your money. So that was Chapter 1 of 3 Steps to Quantum Wealth, the Wealth Heiress's Guide to Financial Freedom by Investing in Cryptocurrencies, or How a Little Money Can Grow into Crazy Wealth. And that was published in 2021. This book is available on Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the show notes below. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.